Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's finally a nice day out here, so I can open up the garage, get a little light, and continue working on the transmission. Today's goal is to get some measurements for the drive shaft. So when it comes to ordering a drive shaft, I recommend going with a good one. So PST, Denny's, Mark Williams, someone good and credible, especially when you're talking about big power or heavyweight. So I'm going with a Denny's 3.5-inch aluminum, and so I will show you what I did to get the measurements, and then I can work on things like my clutch pedal stop and a few other knickknacks. So let's get to it. So I printed off the diagram B from Denny's website, and before I could take my measurements, I had to install the 1350 pinion yoke, and then I could go ahead and throw the measuring tape up. I also measured it with someone in the vehicle, so try to get it as accurate as possible. It doesn't make a big difference, but the little things I guess can count. Also, the pinion yoke has to be in the horizontal position like so, otherwise it's not going to be correct. My overall length came out to 51 3/16 of an inch. The B8 spec here, which is from the transmission to the end of the output shaft, came out to 0.606 inches. We don't care about the automatics, so B9, it has tabs because it's 1350 yoke, which means 3 5/8 and 1 3/16 as well. So measured up, sent it off to Denny's. It looks like it's going to be about a month before I can get it. Again, it's 3.5-inch aluminum, so excited to get that, but that gives me a little time to work on the rest of the car. So I'm working on the clutch pedal stop, which is this right here. The idea is I'm going to put a bolt through that, and then when I push the clutch, it will bottom out and stop it from overextending the release bearing. However, I found a problem. When I'm pushing in the clutch, it is rubbing. So, and that's on the American Powertrain bracket. So this rod right in there, it's on slightly too much of an angle, which it didn't appear to be too bad, but evidently it is. So I'm gonna have to see if I can space it out a little bit more. There's really not a lot of room, but I'm gonna have to try to figure out something because I really don't want to have to redo the bracket. So we'll see what I can do. So it seems I fixed most of the alignment problems of the rod that attaches from the clutch pedal to the master cylinder. How I did that was in another video I mentioned. I've actually made 2 of these. This one is actually the second one. It's like dead center, very precision made, I guess. While the other one looked kind of crappy and it was slightly off center. Well, I swapped them out, and that slight off center brought the master cylinder slightly to the left, and it helped line up the rod a little better. Also, I added another washer in here, so basically I'm out of adjustment, but it does seem to work. Also, I installed a custom-made pedal stop. So what I did, I made 2 of these as well, is I just took a little bit of angle iron and, just threw a couple bolts. This attaches to the pedal. There's some holes that were right here by factory design. It's OE, original. And then I just, threaded a bolt through here, and then that hits onto a piece of angle iron in the back, and then when you push your pedal, it bottoms out. Now that slight noise there is because it's the boot's a little sticky, so I called Willwood. They said to put a little grease on it, and that should clear that up. So that part's done. So moving on. One thing I wasn't sure about was where I was going to put the reservoir for my master cylinder, but I figured this was a good spot for it as it fits, and that was good enough for me. So I'm able to take the cap off and everything, but it was a little difficult to get it in there with the brake booster still in, but I managed to do it, and yeah, I think that'll do. So once I'm kind of near the end, I'll throw some fluid in it and bleed it out. So the last thing I want to show you is I started to make the template for the patch panel. I just used some scrap cardboard paper I had laying around. A little small. I'll have to buy some new stuff and redo it, but it gives me some ideas. And this is definitely the scariest part of the project to me, as I don't really have the proper tools or the shop or the skills really. So if you guys want to see what I do to figure this out, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for future videos. And until then, as usual, thanks for watching.